It's certainly possible. I'll join your investigation tomorrow. This missing persons case could very well turn out to be the key to unraveling these mysteries.
Well, if we're teaming up with Dane again, we're gonna need all the energy we can get. Let's try investigating somewhere a little further away tomorrow. So tired. Well, let's go find Dane.
This is such a great day.
Dane? Hello, Dane? Did something happen?
The missing person from your commission. Could you describe them to me?
Oh, a young guy? Early 20s?
There appear to be certain memories in my mind that weren't there before. Memories of him.
Maybe we just talked too much about him yesterday and you had a weird dream or something?
No, it wasn't a dream. They're memories. Memories that suddenly appeared in my mind after I woke up. And I'm certain I've never met this person before. I remember handing him the eye of the first field tiller.
What? Okay, so this missing person definitely has something to do with the Abyss Order then!
Indeed. And it appears he possesses the ability to implant memories into the minds of others.
Wait then. All the memories the villagers have of him, could they be fake too? Maybe they never knew him at all. But why would he do something like that?
Whatever the Abyss Order is planning, an important truth has been revealed to us this morning.
What sort of truth?
That their goal is still to obtain the eye of the first field tiller. They haven't stopped searching for it. I am the only person who knows its location. Perhaps implanting that particular memory was an attempt to interfere with my mind in some way. Your concerns are not entirely unfounded. I don't believe the Abyss Order is capable of altering reality. However, considering their single-minded pursuit of the eye, I would say an equal level of caution is in order on our part. Come with me. We must check whether the eye is still in our possession.
Oh, so you're going to take us to where you...
Of course.
I want to go traveling too.
So you hid it way out here? Not an easy place to discover, that's for sure. Well, let's go check to see if it's safe.
Traveler, wait. We've no time to lose. Let's head inside.
Hey, wait up!
Justice will Stop right there!
It appears the mechanisms here have changed over time. You can access the upper floor through the side door. Perhaps you should try reactivating the mechanism over there.
Illusion teamwork is trim! Transfixed!
Make sure all the runes are pointing in the direction indicated by the light. That should unlock the mechanism. Ah, the door's open. Let's go. Our destination is just up ahead.
Looks like we can't go any further.
Be on your guard. I sense the presence of the Abyss.
It's the Abyss Order! They're here!
Shine down! Let's light it up! Hands running! Laid bare. Go on. This is where you fall. Overruled. Illusion shattered. Drop your weapons.
Just as I suspected. The false memories were a trap. The Abyss Order just wanted to follow us here. Now that they're in the vicinity, we should have a chance to see...
Dane? What's wrong?
Can you feel that? There's been a disturbance in the ley lines. It must be the work of the Abyss.
Wow, you must be really sensitive to that sort of thing.
You too. Do as I say. Use that mechanism over there and leave this place. The Abyss Order is putting something in motion. If you return to Vimara Village, I suspect you might just think of it as a way to divide and conquer. I knew going along with your trap would be the only way to meet with you face to face.
You risked your safety and that of the Eye? That's quite the gamble, Dainsleif. But I believe that I am the one walking into a trap laid by the Twilight Sword.
So you came here all on your own? What about those followers of yours?
When the Twilight Sword is prepared for battle, any army I could send would only be marching to their doom. Better that I face you alone. I know you must have a lot to say, but if it's a conversation you want, you'll have to defeat me first.
The Abyss Order's on the move. The ley lines are all out of whack. We better... Hey, look at those Hilly... Weren't they acting super agitated just a little while ago?
In the New World, they bade farewell to the shrouded sun. At last, they no longer needed to dwell on their suffering, or try. Such was the price they paid, and thus their souls became cleansed and pure.
Did you hear that? What was that sound just now? It sounded... Oh, this is weird. Let's... Looks like the same thing is happening over here.
You see, we've reclaimed an endless... Release your tears.
Over there. It looks like they're sleeping.
In the end, sleep well, Father. Sleep well. When you awake, that which differentiates us.
It almost sounds like a poem or... Well, now that the Hilly have calmed down, let's put this situation to the side for now. Dane said this might be our...
The Abyss Order? Thank you for your...
Well, that's good to hear. Oh, also, you didn't happen to come across any clues about the missing...
Someone's gone missing.
Huh? Well, you know, the young guy, that's kind of the whole reason...
At least right now, I can't seem to recall whatever...
But how is that? Something's definitely not right. We just talked to Grandpa Amadea about... What do you think, Traveler? Could everyone's memories of the missing village... You're right. We should narrow down the possibilities first.
Someone's gone...
Just as expected. That guy you said a bunch of nights, he's around 20 years old, and...
Oh, I know who...
Really?
There aren't many young people who've earned that kind of praise from me. If you're certain that's what I said, then there's only one person who fits the bill. No doubt about it. Yeah, I just saw him leave the village. There was someone else with him, too.
Strange. Bayram seems to remember him. And apparently do you think maybe it's...
Just like what happened with Greater Lord Rukkhadevata, no one remembers him. Because there's been a change in people's memories. If we really did travel... If this person...
Right! Paimon totally forgot about the leyline disturbances. We're in... just like how you entered your sibling's memory last time. That would also explain why we seem to be at a time before he went missing. Right. If he's someone who only exists in people's memories, then we're finally on this... But didn't Bayron just say that he saw him leave the village with someone? Who knows how long this leyline disturbance... Good idea! We pretty much figured out that the missing villager has the ability to... Right! That! Like, does it maybe leave a trace that would
All the memory... No. If time was allowed to pass within the... There's a difference between... Maybe not. We don't have any...
No wonder! All this time and the sky hasn't changed a bit! That's the tell of the implanted memories are basically taking place outside of the regular... If the memories included the regular passage of time, it would be easy for people to tell that something was... Like there could be overlap or something. People might start to wonder why they remember doing two different things at the same time. That's why he makes sure the memories take place at a specific moment in time rather than over a period of time.
The color of the sky. Dainsleif had memories implanted into his mind. We thought Chief Amadea forgot about the missing villager. But it turns out we're at a moment in time before the village issued the commission. No.
Oh, right!
Come to think of it, every time we talked, it always seemed to be around. Time always passed by really slowly. Even when it...
Yep, that has to be it! This is definitely Atos's memory. Yeah, that's where...
So, you see, Granny Jahiet was a mercenary when she was younger.
She's just... Oh, there I go again. Always talking about my own things. It's okay if you don't. You...
Oh, I think you're an incredibly strong and thoughtful young woman. You'll meet many amazing people and live a very happy life. You won't miss someone like me.
Huh? Are those your friends over there?
Oh, right! This version of...
Friends? I guess you could say that. It must have taken them a lot of effort to find. So, I should see what they need.
Another time, huh? Yeah.
It's nice to see you, Traveler. I believe this is the first time we've met.
Dane's brother. Born into abject sorrow, he shall now be... You're... Caribert Alberic.
Oh. You know me? That's quite the surprise. Oh, I see. It was the memory, wasn't it? This is Atosa's memory. I came here to say goodbye to her. But I suppose I'll just leave her a message instead. Come, let's find somewhere else to talk. I suppose you could call it the realm of my consciousness. I'm someone who no longer exists in the real world, after all. It's nothing. I still have enough strength to play the part of a good host. I've always hoped that I'd get the chance to talk to you like this, and now... Extreme sorrow and pain. Hope and regret coursing through your veins. And a degree of abyssal power that defies comprehension. Father told me that once I possessed all those elements, I would become... But despite his intentions for me, I never truly became the Loom of Fate. I was merely used as a means for its construction. In truth, I died the moment I set everything in motion. The person you see before you now is nothing but a remnant of consciousness left over within the Loom of Fate. As for your question, the Loom of Fate is a device capable of weaving ley lines. In its primitive form, it can only be used to create and implant memories. But, as more of it is completed, its power becomes stronger and stronger, until finally, it has the power to weave real ley lines of its own. Once fully completed, the moment it gains the power to weave ley lines, it loses the lower-level ability to influence memories. But it also becomes a tool that can change the entire world. Yes, I have the ability to control the loom in its semi-completed form. I suppose you can think of it as a form of compensation. After all, its existence cost me my life. Ah, that. I was wrong to implant those memories. I'm sorry I caused so much trouble. Not only for everyone in the village, but for you as well. I just wanted them to feel like I once existed in this world. As if... Why would I do something so... But I had to know what it would be like if I had my own life. Chief Amadea, Baram, Granny Jahiyat, Atosa. What would it be like if I could live alongside them? No cataclysm, no curse. Just a quiet life in a peaceful village. I was curious, so I selfishly tried to have my own life. Even if that meant piecing together the version of myself that could have been. One memory at a time. I know it sounds stupid. After all, any chance at living was stripped away from me when I was 8 years old. My consciousness left to mature in an illusory world of nothingness. Even the form you see before you was nothing but an invention based on my father's appearance. An imagined version of what I would look like if I had the chance to grow up. I know. But there's nothing I can do to make them find me. If I could exist in the real world, I would return without a second thought and surprise them with the suddenness of it all. I know. Captain Dainsleif. Twilight Sword, you mean? Exactly. As someone who could only... The Loom of Fate has already been completed. No need to worry about Captain Dainsleif. He's absolutely fine. The only reason he lost the eye was because I happened to guess exactly what he was planning. Captain Dainsleif has had the eye. His plan was to lure the Abyss Order to a false location, capitalizing on their pursuit of the eye in order to have the chance to confront the princess. He would then hand the eye to you and tell you to take it away from that location. That way, Captain Dainsleif could accomplish his own goal and ensure the safety of the eye all at once. That's right, because in his mind, he had given it to you already. Before you two entered that false location.
Traveler, wait. We've no time to lose. Let's head inside.
That was when I implanted the memory of him handing you the eye. Given the tense situation at that time, Captain Dainsleif failed to notice anything out of the ordinary. I'm sorry, Traveler, but I needed the Loom of Fate to be completed. And to do that, we had to retrieve them. I promise I'm not trying to conceal anything from you, but I truly have no idea what the Princess is planning. Tevat's ley line system is deeply entrenched in the planet. Creating new ley lines can neither replace nor extend the ones that already in the face of everything they could be planning. I fear I'm too insignificant to even get. In any case, I had my own use for the Loom of Fate, and my goal, at least, has been achieved. You remember my father, don't you? Clothar Alberic. I believe you saw him in your sibling's memory after he used the power of the Abyss to restore consciousness to my hilichurl form. I suffered from an indescribable level of mental anguish. To comfort me, my father told me a story, that this was a fairy tale world where I had to take on the form of a little monster. That story managed to dispel my fears, even if just for a moment. My goal was simple: to use the Loom of Fate in its near-completed form, to implant a specific memory into the In that memory, I would tell them a story. I can't change the world. Not when I lost the very right to exist within it. All that's left of my existence is a wisp of residual consciousness tied to the Loom of Fate. In truth, that trace of my consciousness should have dissipated long ago. But now...
Looks like I was too late to see Caribert one last time. Caribert's consciousness is gone, and this space will soon disappear along with it. Neither of us belongs here. That's why we're not tangible. Were that not the case, I'd love to hug you too. Well, how about a conversation? The chance to just stop and talk like this is certainly not easy to come by. Wouldn't you agree? That battle earlier was tough. The one against Dane, I mean. I didn't expect that after everything, he would still hesitate to raise his sword against me. Were it not for that, perhaps I'd still be no match for the Twilight Sword. Even after 500 years. The loom of fate, huh? I still haven't found a way to utilize it to its full potential. But there's still time before the heavenly principles awaken. Yes, for 500 years now, ever since the cataclysm in Conria, there's been no sign of activity. Not long ago, you witnessed the Hydro Archon destroy her divine throne. Yet such a flagrant disregard for the rules, and still Celestia took no action. I suppose that's proof enough of the Heavenly Principles situation. However, the Heavenly Principles will awaken. We just don't know when that will be, or what might trigger it. You could say that. Just look at Caribert. He was so pure and single-minded. The space we now find ourselves is a perfect representation of who he was. Quiet and peaceful. Even as a Hilichurl, seeing the terrible sight within the mirror wasn't enough to taint his spirit. He brought comfort to the people of this world, even though he was denied the very right to be a part of it. So ask yourself this. Who was it that deprived him of that right to exist? Of course, that's only one example. My feelings about the Heavenly Principles are too complicated to explain in just a few words. Ether?
You're the only one in this world who calls me that. There's so much I wanted to ask you, but for some reason, I'm not interested in asking those questions right now. There's just one thing I have to ask. One thing I could never understand. Why? Why can't we continue our journey together?
At the end of my journey, I arrived at a place known as the Sea of Flowers at the end. Do you remember? A long time ago, you told me you wanted to find a place in the universe where that one flower was in full bloom. To have a place like that suddenly appear before me. Well, would you think of that as a coincidence?
You mean...
I miss you too, Ether. But as this war continues to rage, and as I continue to seek that final answer, I don't even know how to face myself sometimes, let alone my own brother.
Huh? What's going on?
This space has lost its tether. I doubt it'll be able to exist much longer. In fact, aside from our inability to physically interact with each other, there's something else you should know about this space. With Caribert gone, we won't be able to remember anything that happened here. Everything in the space will be wiped from existence, including all memory of our reunion.
You're only telling me this now?
Still so sleepy. Oh, Paimon woke up a little earlier than you, so Paimon will fill you in. The villagers said that they saw us sleeping. Oh, and Dane came by just now? He didn't say anything, though. Just made sure that you were all right and left. Kinda seemed like he had a lot on his mind, but, let's think for a second. We were in that memory. He was the missing villager that we've been trying to find, right? And after that, Paimon doesn't remember what happened. Wait, yep. Well, what happened after that?
Ah, there you are. Sleep.
Bayram? You sure seem happy. Did something good happen?
Something good? Huh. It's just that. So there we were. According to him, one day around dusk, he was passing by this one tree. There he was, sleeping under that tree all by himself. And after that, well, we all started to feel like that really is what happened. Oh, and we also remembered his name, Curry Bear. Now, that's not a name you hear every day. Would have been helpful if we remembered it sooner. Well, I hope he's happy.
Seems like everyone thinks Curry Bear left the... Paimon didn't see her...
Oh, it's you two. I was part of the search party. Honestly, I just can't believe I forgot something so important. It's funny, but I have this feeling. I guess it doesn't really matter anyway. I'm just happy I got to meet him. Okay, I'll admit. I was dumped, wasn't I? Otherwise, why would he just leave like that without saying goodbye? You don't need to comfort me. It's just like Curry Bear said. And you know, if he has a heart, maybe he'll come back anyway. Thanks for all your hard work, you two.
Well, that's... Oh, right! Weren't you about to tell... a pic?
Ad Astra. Thank you for Ad Astra.
Let's end this now! We'll meet again. Fry! Let's end this now! Fry! Meet again.
Going somewhere?
To the fairy. Let's end this now. Let's end this now. We'll meet again.
Let's end this now! We'll meet again.
Where's the treasure? When will I finally make it? Fry! Fry!
We'll meet again. Perfect distance. Finally, no.
Fall before me! Fall before me! Fall before me! Cut down! Fall before me! You win! This battle.
perfect distance.
Fry! Fry! Fall before me!
Ready. Loaded. Into the shadows. Loaded. Ready. Loaded. Kill!